In just a few months, the war of words has been cast aside.
They will be met with fire and fury.
For flattery and diplomacy to take centre stage.
Kim Jong he really has been very open and I think very honorable.
In a quest to succeed where his predecessors failed, President Trump has bet that by meeting with Kim Jong-un, he can strike up a relationship that could lead to denuclearization. But it won't be easy. Kim has gone from an international pariah to a world leader in diplomatic overdrive.
I think he has proved more savvy on the international stage than perhaps people anticipated. And in that sense, I think from the perspective of American negotiators, you need to actually take the North Koreans very seriously.
The US says Kim Jong-un is willing to denuclearize. The problem is agreeing on what that means and how quickly it should happen.
Unless we see very, very concrete, verifiable steps where inspectors can go in, where things are dismantled, unless we see some of that, we're probably looking at yet another case of North Korea getting a timeout and getting a pass.
In recent weeks, President Trump has played down expectations and says the summit will be the start of a process. But he has dangled the possibility of a peace deal between North and South Korea, formally ending an almost 70-year conflict.
We could sign an agreement, as you know, that would be a first step. It's what happens after the agreement that really is the big point.
Not everyone thinks that's the right approach.
If you offer that right up front, you remove your ability to continue to put pressure on the North Koreans in some way to move forward on denuclearization, because you're not really holding anything out there still to incentivize them.
Without doubt, this is Donald Trump's biggest gamble as president so far. He's determined to solve this crisis, and he's unlikely to get another opportunity like this again.
If this doesn't work, and if the president needs to keep pressure on, and indeed increase pressure, he's going to find it hard, because he's raised expectations so much. It's going to be very difficult to get anyone other than the Japanese, basically, and perhaps European allies, to pressure North Korea. The Chinese aren't going to want to go back there. The South Koreans aren't going to want to go back there. And there's no reason why they should, because the United States is not going to credibly be able to say, well, that didn't work, we're going to use a military strike now. I think that's off the table.
The meeting will be historic, but with such a mercurial duo, few people can predict much more than that.